Hello students, welcome to the lesson 6 of the chapter 4 from the subject Advanced Structural Analysis. So in this lesson, let us solve the third problem from the column analogy method related to beams. Okay. So this is the problem given to us. We have to find the fixed end moments. So EI is given as constant. So a fixed beam with a uniformly varying load with maximum W at the end A and 0 at the end B is given, and the total length of the beam is given as L. Okay. So for this you already know the standard fixed end moment value. So what is it? On the side where there is maximum loading, the fixed end moment is what? WL square by 20, and on the side where it is 0, it is WL square by 30. So let us see if we get the same values using your column analogy method. So what's your step 1? Step 1 is to convert it into a statically determinate beam, that's a simply supported beam, and draw the bending moment diagram. Right, so how will you convert it? Just take the beam as it is, just put simple supports at the end, keep the length, loading, everything same. Right, so here it is maximum and here it's 0. So this is the beam. The figures are not to the scale, so don't bother. W per unit length. Right, now what we have to do, we have to find the reactions and calculate the bending moment diagram. So let us take this as RA and let us take this as RB. So first, how do you find your reactions? So take sum of vertical forces equal to 0, all upward forces positive. So your RA plus RB will be equal to half into base into height. That's nothing but your WL by 2. Call this as equation 1. Then take moment about A equal to 0, all clockwise forces positive. So this loading will be clockwise. So half into base into height, and it will be, this is your base portion. So from the base it will be 1 by 3rd. So 1 by 3 of L minus your RB into L equal to 0. So your RB will be equal to what? WL L by 6. Okay. So now substitute this RB in your equation 1, you will get your RA. So your RA will be what? WL by 2 minus WL by 6. So 6 is the LCM, it will be 3WL minus WL. So it will be 2WL by 6. This one is a 3 is a. So RA will be WL by 3. Now this is what? WL by 3. This is what? WL by 6. Now there is no salient point here. In the first point, in the first problem there was a point load, so we took it under point load and calculated the bending moment. And in the second, it was a UDL, so we took a center and did it. Now here it is a UVL, so we cannot fix on a salient point. So in case of UVL problem, what we have to do is we have to find moment at certain section, say XX. So what we'll do is we'll consider a section XX. So let this be a section XX at a distance X from your support A. So what will this value be? Total is L. So this will be L minus X. Understood? So now we have to calculate the moment at this section XX. So how can we do that? Moment at XX will be, see the intensity value here, let us take it as WX. No, let's take it as WX. Okay, so for the length L, if the intensity is W, for length L minus X, the intensity will be what? WX. So if you cross multiply, your WX will be what? W into L minus X by L. This is important because we will need it now. Right. So I'm basically calculated the intensity here by using similar triangles. Understood? So now I want mxx. So you can either see left side or right side. Seeing right side is easy because left side portion we have a trapezoid, but right side there is a triangle, right? So this triangle will give you a clockwise moment of what? So clockwise, half into base is how much? L minus x. Okay, and height is how much? Your wx. We already have calculated what is wx here. So w into L minus x by L. So half into base into height into, from here, from this base portion, it's 1 by 3 of base. So 1 by 3 of L minus x. Hope you all have understood. It is very simple. Only thing is it's not numerical. You have it in terms of W, L and x. Okay, this minus your RB into L minus x. So minus RB is how much? WL by 6 into L minus x. Okay, so this is your bending moment at xx. We have taken clockwise to be positive. Understood? So now on simplification, what will you get? See, you have L minus x 3 times here. So W into L minus x whole cube by 3 to the 6L minus, this will be as it is, WL into L minus x by 6. So this is your mxx. You can keep this value for your further calculation. So this is nothing but your mx, whatever you right. Okay, so you don't have to further simplify on this. So how will your bending moment diagram look? Let me do it with blue pen only. Right, your bending moment diagram is a cubic parabola because there is a uniformly varying load. This is what? Cubic parabola. Right, so this is your BMD. So mx is already obtained here. So what is it? WL minus x whole cube by 6L minus WL into L minus x by, right? Now once the step 1, that is your converting it into a statically determinate beam and finding your bending moment diagram is done, what you have to do, you have to move on to the next step. That's your creating your column, analogous column. So step 2, what is that? Analogous. For this, what will you do? Take a rectangular section of the size 1 by EI and L. This is your top view. So this is your cross section. Then take a short column in the front view, right? So how will it look? This is your short column, right? The length is L, the height is short. Okay, now on this we have to do M by EI diagram imposition, right? So how will it look? This is a cubic parabola, right? So this is nothing but your WX, which is nothing but your MX by EI. You already have MX value here, you don't have to write again and again. So this you have superimposed now. Okay, so once you've done the superimposition, let us call this as end A, this is your end B. Here also this is your end A, this is your end B. Now where will the column CG lie? Here this is rectangular section, no change in this. So the CG will lie exactly at the center only. Right, now so we have to find your F and so now once this column analogy is done and you have put the bending moment diagram on that, you have to find your pressures. So what is the formula for your pressure? Step 3 is calculating your pressure. So your formula for P is what? F by A plus or minus M dash by I dash into X, right? So now for this we have to find all the quantities. So let me start with the easier quantities. This and this and this will not change. So what is your A? It's 1 by EI into L. What is your I dash? BD cube by 12. So that's nothing but your 1 by EI into L cube by 12. So that's L cube by 12 EI, and your XA and XB will remain same. So that's your L by 2. Understood? Why? Because this is again a rectangular section. So your XA is L by 2 and your XB also is what? L by 2, right? So after that we want to find M and F and M dash. Okay, now F in this case is slightly different. We have it in terms of X, right? So if you want to get the area under the curve, area under curve Wx, you just have to integrate between the limit 0 to L the M by EI diagram. Okay, so this will be what? Integration 0 to L. What is M? WL minus X whole cube by 6L minus WL into L minus X by 6 dx. By EI is there, so let me do one thing, take by EI common. Right, now let us do the integration. This integration is with respect to what? X. Okay, so 1 W common. Okay, denominator 6 EI common, 6 is common. Okay, so let me write it here. So what is the integration of this? It's L minus X whole power 4 by 6 is already there into 4 into 1 by minus 1. The coefficient of X should be coming in the denominator, minus L is as it is 6. So both the places 6 we have taken common, so we don't have to write it, just erase. Okay, so this will be what? L minus X whole square by 2 into 1 by minus 1. Understood? So limit 0 to L. So let me do the simplification. W by 6 EI, that's L minus X whole power 4 by minus 4 plus L into L minus X whole square by 2. This minus into this minus will become plus. So you have to apply the limit now, upper limit minus lower limit. So if you apply the upper limit, you just check L minus X, so it will become 0. So upper limit minus lower limit. So that's what? L power 4 by minus 4 plus L into L square by 2, because this minus X will become 0, right? So what will happen? W by 6 EI into, on simplification you will get L power 4 by 4, right? And here what will you get? Minus L cube by 2. Right, did I miss anything? Yes, see here there is one L, right? So that L should come in the denominator. So this L and this will get cancelled and this will become L cube. Right, now simplify it further. What will happen? W by 6 EI. What is the LCM here? 4 is the LCM. So it will be L cube minus 2L cube. So that's minus WL cube by 24 EI. This is the value of F you have. Understood? Now you want your M dash. So this force into the perpendicular. Okay, now we have to find the M dash. So for finding M dash, we have to do force into perpendicular distance. Right? Now what we do is we take a small section here. Okay, let the thickness of this section be dx. Let this be at a distance of x from your end A. Understood? So now in that case, what will happen is, how much will this distance be? This total is L by 2 minus x. So this will be L by 2 minus x. Okay. So what will happen to your M dash formula? M dash will be force into the lever arm. So your M dash will be integration 0 to L mx of EI diagram into your lever arm. What is lever arm? L by 2 minus x will be your lever arm into dx, right? So what will this be? 0 to L. What is your mx? So 1 by ei. So 1 by ei. Your mx is what? WL by 6 into L minus x minus W by 6L into L minus x cube. So this whole cube, okay, into the lever arm. So what will be your lever arm? L by 2 minus x into dx. Okay, so now you have to do the integration for this. So what will we do? We'll just simplify this. We'll take it as L minus 2x by 2. So this 2 we can take outside, and this 6 also we can take outside. So 1 by 12 ei will come common, right? And also w will come common. So what will be remain it in the numerator? L minus x. 6 is already come out, into this will come inside. So L minus 2x, then minus, here w we have taken common, so L minus x whole cube into L minus 2x, right, divided by L. This much quantity will remain into dx. Now we have to integrate this separately. And what we can do is this we can simplify. So what will this be? This will be L square minus xl into your L minus 2x. So further what will this happen? Be L cube minus 2xl square minus xl square plus 2x square. So this two together, what will it be? L cube minus 3xl square plus 2x square, right? Okay, so let's do that. 0 to L w by 12 ei into the integration for this. Let me write it first. Okay, L cube minus 3xl square plus 2x square minus, here what shall we do is we shall take this term, first term, L minus 2x, and this term as your second term by L into dx. So now let's do the integration. It's w 12 ei. Integration of this is L cube into x minus 3 x square by 2 into L square plus 2x cube by 3. Okay, minus 1 by L. I'll keep it outside. Here what we can do is apply UV rule of integration. Okay, so when you apply UV rule of integration, u v dash, so differentiation of this, so L minus x, integration of this, so L minus x by 4 into 1 by minus 1, right, minus of integration 0 to L minus x whole cube into L minus the differentiation of this 0 minus 2. Okay, so this is 0 minus 2. So here we have to take what? 4 by 4 into 1 by minus 1. So it's basically u integration v u dash. So this is your uv rule, what you have to apply. Okay, so once this is done, you have to do the simplification. So w by 12 ei into L cube x minus 3x square L square by 2 plus 2x cube by 3 Let us put a flower bracket here. Minus 1 by L. Here what will happen? This minus 4 will be there. Okay, minus 1 by 4 into L minus 2x into L minus x power 4. Okay, this minus will come outside, that will become plus, right? This again minus 2 here, this 1's are, this 2's are. So again this will become minus 1 by 2. And this will become minus 1 by 2. Again we have to do the integration for this. That will become L minus x whole power 5 by 5 into 1 by minus 1. This will become plus. Understood? So after this what you have to do? You have to do the upper limit minus your lower limit. So because this we have to apply 0 to L limits. So I'll do one thing. I'll just do the direct final value. You can do the simplification. It's very simple. Upper limit you have to apply, then you have to do your minus lower limit. Okay, and do the normal mathematical simplification. So your m dash will be equal to WL power 4 by 720 EI. Okay, so this will be your m dash value. Please calculate and check, right? So once this is done, you have to do your PA now. Now in this case, it is creating an anti-clockwise movement, so it should be plus here because the load is heavier on this side. Okay, m dash by I dash into L by 2. Okay, so what is your F? We have WL cube by 24 EI into your L by EI plus your m dash. How much is this? WL power 4 by 720 EI by I dash. It's L cube by 12 EI into L by 2. Okay, so EI, 1L and 1L here will get cancelled. So it's WL square by 24 here, and here this and this will get cancelled. EI and EI will get cancelled. This one's a 6, this is 6 one's a 1 carry to 120. So plus WL square by 120 EI. Right, so 120 EI will not come because EI is already got cancelled. So on taking LCM and simplifying, what will you get? Let's take 120 as LCM. So this will be 5WL square plus WL square. So that will be 5 plus 1 into WL square by 120. So that's your 6WL square by 120. It will be WL square by 20. This is your PA. This is nothing but your MAB. Understood? Now if you want MBA or PB, what you have to do is just that you have to change the sign. So that will be F by A minus M dash by I dash into L by 2. So what will happen? L by 2, this is nothing but your XA. Understood? Here this is nothing but your XB. Right? So what will happen? Instead of plus here, we will get minus. It will be 5 minus 1 WL square by 120. So that will be 4 WL square by 120. 4 ones are 3. So that will be WL square by 30. This will be what your PB. Understood? So these are the standard values. Whatever standard values we have already known for your end moments, those only are coming. Understood? So this is how you will solve your problem. So here this is a little lengthy when compared to your previous two problems, because here we cannot directly take the area under the curve because it is cubic parabola and we don't have a standard formula. That's why we have to do the integration method for calculating the f and m dash. That's why it's little lengthy. Okay. So in the next problem, we'll see how to do it if there is a different EI in the same beam. Okay.